the boy brought a +1 who only happened to be the girl he cheated on her with.
No,
And the girl wore white.
No.
And the girl he brought wore white.
Guys, if you watched part 1 of Wedding Dilemmas, you will understand what we're on about right now. Tyler dropped her phone, it got ate by the sofa. We yabbled on, and then the camera decided to start doing a madness, and here we are.
Do you know what? Let's
get
this day over and done with, 'cause I need
Honestly.
to go to bed.
I promised you guys in the last episode that I would tell you.
Sorry, I've just looked at the dilemmas for the episode, and this top one that says the bride's nan wore white, right? I thought it said the bride's nan was a whore.
That would have been funny, wouldn't it? Imagine if that's all they wrote. Just wrote and then dropped a bomb and then left it. That would have been funny.
I thought he was saying, like, what the fuck?
Well, I think if she did wear white, she's probably a whore as well. Stop it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so in episode 1, I said that I would tell you some of my dilemmas. And there was a few. So I previously touched on RSVPing was a big one. A lot of people didn't RSVP in time, which then meant that the numbers were out, the table plan was a nightmare, and yeah, so don't be that person. And then my bridesmaids, I had 6, which is a really weird story because I had 6 bridesmaids and they were all definite yeses. They were all buzzing. They all knew we were going to Cyprus, and they all booked straight away, as girls do, to go to Cyprus.
Oh yeah, more organised than men.
Yeah. And my one bridesmaid was buzzing from a hen do. She was probably the one that was like really actively replying, always like on it, and just really involved. She was that bridesmaid that you wish to have. And then one day I woke up to a message saying, hi Dem, I don't know if you feel this way too, but I just don't feel like I should be your bridesmaid. I just feel like we've drifted.
Huh?
Yeah, like really random. It was just like, I'm not going to be your bridesmaid anymore. Don't really feel like we've got that friendship.
Huh? Really?
Then, yeah, like this massive paragraph. I was that taken back by it. Then sent me a message saying, oh, but if you want to give someone else my spot on the hen do, feel free. Like, she'd done me a favour. You've already paid for it. You knew that you had it because, like, the bridesmaids cut it equally between everyone. And, like, they were like, guys, coming or not, like, that's what you're paying if you're in. And, yeah. So you're not doing me a favour by saying, oh, by the way, like, someone else can take my spot for free. No shit. I didn't get the bridesmaids proposal box back, like all the bridesmaids stuff, but she didn't want to be my bridesmaid, and she was just like, I just feel like we've drifted.
Where did she get that from?
No idea. And even the girls were like, has something happened? And I was like, girls, no, like this is the message I've woken up to.
And you're confused.
Yeah, so I sent her this message back saying, oh, I'm really upset that you feel that way, like gutted, but I don't feel that way towards you, but okay. I just want you to know that you're more than welcome to still come to the wedding. Like, if you don't feel like you can be a bridesmaid, I feel like we're close enough for you to still come to my wedding, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, yeah. She changed her holiday to Cyprus for the week I got home from Cyprus.
So what happened?
Nothing.
You still don't know why that happened?
Still don't know why. There's obviously things that me and my bridesmaid thought it was about, which I'll tell you after the podcast.
Okay.
It's her life story. It's not really to be shared on here. That we kind of thought maybe that's why, but there was nothing towards our friendship that would have meant that she, and even the bridesmaids were taken back by it because they were like, but she's been really buzzing about the hen do, and she's been really on it. Like, she's been pushing us more, if anything, to like get stuff done. And then weirdly, right, it was lucky she didn't, because I brought these dresses. I couldn't find the perfect green bridesmaid dress for ages. And one day, Oasis Fashion, if you've ever heard of it, like it was really popular way back when, popped up. And bearing in mind, I went on Google search every single day and Oasis never came up. This one day, Oasis came up with the perfect bridesmaid dress, which ended up being my bridesmaid's dresses. but they were in the sale. So I brought every single size in multiple size in like quantities, so that I made sure that I had enough in case it was the one.
Yeah.
And when it actually become the one, I had more than enough, and then I sent the rest back. I only ended up sending more than I should have dresses back, so I didn't actually have 6 dresses. I had 5. So it was really lucky that she ended up pulling out, because I didn't have a dress for her.
And you wouldn't have been able to get one?
For someone, and I wouldn't been able to get one. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So yeah, weird.
You'd have had to send them all back and get new dresses.
New dresses.
Even
And
though
I
it was the
loved them.
perfect dress, yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
really strange. But it was sad. And I also lost a lot of friends, guys. From not asking them to be my bridesmaid. I lost.
And this is why I can't be asked.
And this is a really common theme. Like, a lot of people I've spoke to that have got married after me have said, do you know my best mate, or do you know one of my friends isn't speaking to me? And I'm like, yeah, common theme. People just feel like because you're friends that they should be bridesmaids, and that's not the case.
And you know what? I'd love to think that, like, my friends would never do that to me, but I'm sure you thought your friends would never do that to you. Yeah, people go crazy when it's wedding season. I don't know why they all get weird.
Weddings, babies, and death. Like, the amount, I know this is completely off topic, but the amount of people that fall out in families over death, over money.
It's so weird.
You think, what? Like,
it's
what the hell?
so weird. What's your stance on children at weddings? Did you have children?
Oh, well, this is interesting because we've got a few responses on this. Mine was difficult because I could have caused a lot of arguments at my wedding because I had children, but I only wanted 2 children there, and that was my own child.
Yeah.
And then her best friend, because we are really good friends with Nellie's best friend, Cece. We are really good friends with her parents. Right. So not only did Cece, keep Nellie company, Jenny and John were really hands-on with both of the girls. But other than that, I didn't want to be overpowered by children. Like, I just think, for me, I don't get offended when people say, I don't want children there, because I'm like, I don't want my children there. No disrespect, but I can't understand why one night of the year where you and your partner can get dressed up in a lovely suit and a nice dress and go and have drinks and have a good time, why you'd want to take kids anywhere?
Well, that's good, because I'm having no kids at my wedding, so you ain't bringing Nelly and Blair.
Oh, well, that's good, because it sounds like an invite.
And I'm glad that you're fine with that, because I the day that I have to turn around and tell everyone no under 16s, I
don't blame. I genuinely don't blame it.
I know that there is going to be uproar. The only children I am having, I will have my own, because
because mum and dad.
My parents don't drink. They're not really party animals. They'll look after the baby.
Yeah.
Or child, however old she is, when I get married. And I will have Tom's nieces and nephews, because they are immediate close family.
Yeah.
No one else is bringing their kids.
Yeah,
none of my little cousins.
I understand that.
And do you know what? If that means you're not coming to my wedding because I think that maybe my uncle's girlfriend won't come because she'll have to look after her 3 kids.
And do you know what?
Whatever. Whatever.
If someone turns around to me and goes, I'm not coming because my kids can't come, that's
fine.
we're not falling out over it. That's fine.
I'm fine with that, but I know they're going to get the arse with me.
Because
I also don't want kids. Right. I want grown-ups to have a good time. It's a grown-up party.
Yeah.
I want
and you don't get it much.
No, I want grown-ups to be able to get drunk and not think, oh, there are kids in the room. I sometimes think it's a bit inappropriate.
I think there's a little bit of love in the air as well when there's a wedding. Like, you love your partner a bit more.
Yeah, and I just think sometimes it's inappropriate, because I've been to weddings, and I've been to weddings as a child, and I've been to weddings as an adult, and when I've been to some weddings, I've known that a lot of people are doing drugs at the weddings.
Yeah,
and there are kids everywhere. And I'm not saying that I would allow that, but you don't even know what everyone's doing when they're at your wedding. I just think it's a grown-up space. They are drinking at least.
And I don't feel like you can truly relax. Like, imagine you're in your lovely white dress, and I've got Nellie and Blair there. Nellie's just been at the chocolate fountain or whatever, and she comes up and gives you a hug. Yeah. Oh, no, I just think just have a nice evening. Get a babysitter if you can, or if you can't, just a couple of hours. Like, go for a couple of hours, enjoy yourself. Because also, the fear of my child crying through the ceremony puts me on edge.
I don't want any crying.
Because Jenny and John, Cece's parents, obviously, bless them, invited us and the kids. Probably the same reason, to be fair, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. But Blair was a baby, and the whole time that the ceremony was going on, I was so conscious that Blair was going to cry. Look, I sat on the back row
So
on
you
the
could
end
leave.
so that if he even whinged just one little bit, I'm out. Because imagine that
Yeah.
on the video. You've paid thousands of pounds for that video and my child cries on
Do you
it.
know what? And that's why hopefully nobody's got a baby by the time I get married.
Mm.
But also because I know like I'm gonna do like a really untraditional like wedding with the whole plan. But I know that by the time everyone's getting really drunk and partying, my parents will probably just go home.
And you know what's interesting? You saying that actually. So Jenny and John's wedding was also abroad, hence why the kids were obviously invited because a week away with
Of
the
course.
kids. But the amount of people that have like, yeah, your kids can come, but either to the ceremony and not to the drinks, or the
Yeah.
opposite way around. They don't come to the day, but they can come to the night. Which I think, you know what? Fair enough.
If you don't mind kids being there, cool. But I'm like really thingy on no kids, and the only reason I'd let like my own kid go is because I know that my kid will be going with my parents. And I will be
Definitely.
partying, and I won't be taking anything away from my parents because they don't party late. They're not party people. They're not like, they don't ever drink or anything. So I know they'll be there for the ceremony and then for the evening. But then by the time it gets to like 9:00, they'll go,
And
then I can get battered.
yeah, and it's a job that a parent wants to do, isn't it? Like, my mum and dad were so like, no, we'll have Nelly. And I was like, no, you don't need to. And they were like, no, because like, it's the wedding night.
It's
and
the
even,
wedding
do you know
night.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you need
it's
to have
just-
your romantic night. I just think it's I've been at a wedding as a child and adults have had fights. And I've had to be. I went to a
That's
wedding.
a big one, isn't it?
I went to a wedding when I was probably about 10. And everything was fine until the evening when adults are drunk and tensions are high and people then start arguing and there was a full-on fight, full-on bad fight. And I remember being escorted upstairs to the hotel room with my auntie who's only a year older than me, so she would have been like 11. We got escorted into the hotel room because the fight was so bad.
Oh my God.
And I remember being so scared, and that's because grown-ups just couldn't handle their drink.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I've been at another wedding as an adult where adults have fought and there are kids there. Like I said about, I know that people are going and doing drugs in the toilets. Adults are getting too drunk. People are inappropriate. Sorry, I don't think kids need to be around drunk adults.
Realistically, it's boring for a kid anyway.
Oh,
Like,
so boring.
they
I used
might
to hate
think,
weddings.
oh no, I want to come, mummy and daddy, but actually,
No.
half an hour in, they're gonna go, can we go home now?
I used to hate going to weddings when I was growing up
So yeah,
because it's boring.
but we do have a few good responses anyway in regards to that. So let's get into it. First one that I've got. I fell out with two of my friends because they thought they were going to be bridesmaids. Shock horror.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we've just spoke about that. The amount of people that just think because we're friends and like.
And I actually... And what's worse for me is I don't have like a friend group. My friends are separate.
Yeah, mine was. And I was putting some big personalities into a group. And luckily for me, it paid off. They all got on well. But honestly, they were complete different people.
I think they'd all get on well for me. I don't think everyone would actually
Choose
to be friends. All my friends are very different to each other. I've met them at different points in my life.
Yeah.
And some of them know each other and do get on. But I'm just like, oh, but what if I can only afford to have 4? And then like, which one of you do I choose to be my maid of honour? Because actually, like 3 of you are equally important to me.
And imagine your photos when you look back at your wedding and 4 of your friends aren't your friends anymore. You've just got these people in your wedding photos. So that's a tip, guys. When you do your wedding photos, make sure you have some without the bridesmaids in. Like, even if you've got siblings. So like, I had a picture with my siblings on their own and then a picture with my siblings and their girlfriends, because even though I think they're endgame, they're not married. And even if they were, they could split up. So I've got a picture of me and my siblings that they will always love, so that if anything was to unfortunately happen, you know, they can look back at that and still love it. Like, there's one without Connor in it as well. There's just us.
Yeah,
Us
I
siblings.
think you should do that. My mum was really, really brutal about this at her wedding, because she also doesn't particularly like some people's partners.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, you can be in pictures. But then she said, right, Now I want no partners.
You literally need to make a formation of all the photos that you want with people. So like I had one with my mum and dad, and then one with my dad and one with my mum, because these pictures are going to be...
Well, my ex-boyfriend was at my mum's wedding and he's in none of the pictures.
See, fantastic.
You know, at the time I said to him, you can't be in any pictures, and he was like, why? And I was like, because my mum's wedding, like, what if we ever break up? I obviously... he was horrible to me.
Yeah.
I obviously knew we probably wouldn't last forever.
She's a smart girly.
But he's not in a single picture. And that's so
good.
amazing, because I can look back at that. My uncle had a girlfriend years ago that he was with for years and years and years and years. Probably thought he was going to be with her forever. And in all of my auntie's wedding photos, she's there. And he's with a different woman now with 3 kids with her. And if we ever got those photos out and looked through them, it'd be like, oh, there's Lindsay. Oh, there's Lindsay. Oh, there's Lindsay. Oh, there she is. There she is again. She's in all of them. And I go through like Christmas photos and stuff. She's in them. She's in them. I was showing Tom Christmas photos the other week of like my family Christmas, and Lindsay. And Tom's like, who's this woman? I'm like, my uncle's ex-girlfriend.
That's his girlfriend. I love it. Lindsay knew what she was doing.
Could you imagine? I used to quite like Lindsay as well, but you know. So, long story. A couple got invited to a wedding I was attending. The girl was friends with the bride and the boy was friends with the groom. They ended up... Am I understanding this right? The girl was friends with the bride, the boy was friends with the groom.
So
they were a couple.
Yeah, they were a couple, but separately they knew the couple.
I've got baby brain, I don't understand. They ended up splitting up, and it came out that the boy had treated the girl terribly, cheated on her, etc. Because of their friendships, they both still attended the wedding. However, bomb alert, this is in capital letters, bomb alert, the boy brought a +1 who only happened to be the girl he cheated on her with.
No,
and the girl wore white.
No.
And the girl he brought wore white. You can only imagine how fuming the bride was, because the girl he cheated on was her friend. So to bring the side piece in a white dress was awful. Oh my God!
Oh, I am shocked.
How could you even be the side piece that shows up in what? How have you got the nerve?
No, seriously.
How have you got the nerve? How are you not ashamed? You should be fucking ashamed.
Literally, like...
You should be ashamed of yourself.
It actually shocks me that people like this exist.
What the
fuck? You knew he was cheating for one. So you knew he was cheating, you was okay with that, which to me is just wild
and
anyway.
You probably knew that his girlfriend is still going to go to this wedding. So then
you know that the girlfriend's friends with the bride, so she's going to be there. And they've obviously had a conversation that they're both going and attending. So then to turn up... But to fucking wear white.
Wear white? What the fuck was going through your head? What on
She
earth?
wanted to make a statement, clearly.
That's the fuck
only
are you?
thing I can say
I'd
to
have
that.
thrown you out my wedding so fast. I'd have been absolutely fuming, and he could have fuck off as well.
If I was a bridesmaid, I would have just got the bottle of red wine and tipped it down and dressed me like big
Oh yeah, absolutely covered you. I'd have covered you.
You're not doing that to my friend.
The fucking
nerve.
shit like
I don't know who
really.
I'm more fuming at, him or her.
Her
for making a statement, but
fuming at him
because I would be like, get that off. That's your mate.
Yeah,
wedding.
but do men realise?
I don't know.
I don't know if
maybe we should put a poll up. Girls, ask your boyfriends, do they
think that's... Yeah, because, I don't know, some men are thick.
Yeah.
Do
they know about the golden rule of wearing white?
Yeah.
We need to know.
Girls,
so
he might not have known. I'm not sticking up for him, but men are dumb, you know. He's dumb enough to bring her. He's probably dumb enough to not know.
Literally.
But, like, she knows. She fucking knows. And she's thought... As the stranger, the side piece, the reason they've broke up, she's walked in confidently and fucking what?
Yeah.
I'd have been fucking screwing.
That was a bomb. That indeed was a bomb, girl.
And it's wound me up.
Same.
I am wound up that a woman would behave that way.
Do you know what though? Karma's gonna bite you on your ass at your wedding. Let me tell you.
Go and fucking sabotage her wedding. Let me find out when she gets married and just show up. What? I mean, you can't stop someone from just walking in, can you?
I've just paused that.
Because actually, how would anyone know if you just walk into a wedding? Like, the bride's busy getting ready. The groom's busy getting ready. They don't know who's going to be sitting in that ceremony room.
Yeah, that's
Find
true.
out. Go sit in there and sabotage.
Yeah, literally. One of my friends fell out with me because I had a no child rule at my wedding. Am I being inconsiderate?
No.
Absolutely not. Oh, I might as well read this because it's a child, one.
one.
We had a child-free wedding, but my husband's cousin brought her toddler anyway. He cried all through the ceremony, and it has definitely been captured over our vows on our wedding video we paid lots of money to have. She then got arsey with me because I told her I said no children. Am I in the wrong?
No, if somebody showed up and they had a
Cried
child,
all through your ceremony.
I'd
as
be
well.
like, get out. You can't
See,
be here.
again, inconsiderate because one, you thought, fuck you, fuck your rules.
Yeah,
I'm doing what I want. I'm doing as I please. Do you know what? I'll let you have that one. But then to sit there through my ceremony whilst your child cries and not get up
and
leave, be gone.
Why are people like this?
I don't understand.
I don't understand. Do you know what? I'm actually going to give people, like I just said, you don't know who's going to be sat in your fucking ceremony before you walk in, do you? Because you're busy getting ready. I'm going to be, you're all under strict instruction. If a fucking kid walks in that isn't one of the kids I've said, kick them out.
Oh, do you know what? You saying that, you know, about not knowing who's at your ceremony. At my wedding, right, there was this restaurant and it was called Gardens. So if ever you're in Cyprus, Ayia Napa, Gardens, opposite Nisi Beach, incredible. And we all went there basically every night. The food was that good. And the woman that served us was so lovely. And obviously we got talking to her and we asked, and she was like, what are you here for? And we was like, we're getting married. She turned up right, but she snuck in at the back. Didn't even take one of the seats that was empty because she didn't want to impose. And she brought me and Con a bottle of champagne and she got really emotional, gave me a hug and was like, you're a beautiful couple. I just wanted to see you get married. I've got goosebumps telling you that story.
Oh, that's really cute.
Like, yeah. And I was like, no, please sit. Like, sit. Be involved. I've got goosebumps. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So,
that's
but yeah,
cute.
it shows you don't know who's coming to your wedding.
Yeah, you don't,
because she was able to just.
But when you think about it, you actually don't know. You don't know. You've been getting ready. You're not seeing everyone.
Imagine if someone just thinks I choose violence and I'm going to sit in at a wedding and go,
fear.
no, I object this wedding.
I might have to get some security for my wedding. That gives me the fear.
Anyone that's in white gets
any kid,
charged.
yeah, anyone who, and I'll say to the security, anyone in white, fuck them off. Anyone that brings a child, and I was giving pictures of all the kids that are allowed. Any kid that isn't one of these kids, tell them go home. I don't give a fuck if they say, "Oh, I'm the bride's best friend. I'm the bride's cousin. No, fuck off."
But do you know what? Us talking about rules and stuff, dress codes as well. Like, do you know what? I was really fearful of.
Did you have a dress code?
Not really. It just said formal.
Yeah.
But in my head, I kind of thought, I mean, I don't want anyone to wear I don't know, just not smart. Because everyone interprets it different, don't they?
Yeah.
But every single body, even considering it was abroad, it's hot. Yeah. Everyone turned up suited and booted.
Yeah.
Everyone looked sharp. And I was so buzzing because I was really I just thought you've got to be a little bit lenient because it's abroad, it's really hot, it's summer out there.
Yeah, you can't expect everyone in suits.
Everybody did, bless them.
Oh, bless
everyone.
Them.
And I was like,
probably because you used the word formal. It's when people say, what's the other terms? Fuck.
Informal.
No, it's when they'll say
smart,
cocktail dresses if you want, or evening dress, and I'm like, can you just fucking tell me what to wear?
Yeah.
Just tell me what to wear and I'll wear
100%.
it. Tell me what to wear, I'll go and buy it, because now I'm confused.
100%.
Now I don't know, because if you're giving me 3 options, I don't know if the majority are going with one of those options. I'm going to show up looking like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Definitely need some sort of more specific. Because you know what as well, if you have a colour code and you don't want people to wear it, say it, because... Yeah.
That's what I would do. If I was to have bridesmaids... And I, let's say, was putting the bridesmaids in fucking butter yellow. I don't know. I wouldn't, but whatever. I would say in the invite, no butter yellow.
See, I didn't say no, but I made a point of saying what colours, what we were wearing.
Yeah.
What the brides.
And then to be honest, that's on you if you showed up in that.
Yeah,
because that's really weird.
Because I just think, like you said, if I'm turning up in a colour, please tell me what they're wearing, because if I turn up in that colour, I'm going to be mortified.
I will leave.
So yeah, just put a little note on the bottom. Bridesmaids are wearing this colour, and groomsmen are wearing this, and everyone loved it because the amount of girls that messaged before I sent out like the proper invite thing saying, "Oh, please make sure you let me know what colour your bridesmaids are wearing." So,
and that's what I'm worried about. And I'll be seeing her on Saturday, so that's literally gonna be the first thing.
Yeah,
The first thing. I wasn't meant to, but his friend is having like a spontaneous barbecue, and she'll be there because it's her brother that's having the barbecue. So I was like, fuck yeah, it's my opportunity.
that's good.
I was like, yay, because I don't really know her very well. I don't like
Yeah.
have her number or anything. So I was like, and I said to Tom, can you message Joel and ask him to ask him what the. Tom was like, don't be ridiculous, and I was like,
Oh no, you should have,
but
yeah.
I'm gonna see her now, so, and I've still got a couple of weeks, and also I don't know when to order the dress because my stomach just keeps getting bigger. Fucking what do I do?
That is hard.
Ah!
Well, yeah, by this time you would have been at the wedding, and yeah.
Oh yeah, because this is coming out. This will be November. We need to stop saying October. 'Cause we say October for all of them, and there's like 5 now,
Yeah.
and they're not going to be all that October.
I love
So it's
it.
going to be November, probably pushing December now. Getting a bit closer to the next month.
Stop it, that's hilarious.
And then after December, in January, we'll be back in live time.
Oh, how exciting.
Oh.
Wonder where we'll be.
In my spare bedroom.
Yeah. Have you got any more? Any more for any more?
I could do, but it's 6 o'clock.
And we'll do one more.
Oh, I wasn't expecting to see that. I cheated on my fiancé in Ibiza on my hen. I kissed the stripper and got a bit up close with him. He doesn't know, and I don't feel like it's that deep. He was paid to do the job he did, and I didn't see him after the striptease and kisses. Do you think this is bad? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do.
I'm sorry. I think that's awful.
I, for one, right,
Jesus Christ. Your
I
poor
sit on-
husband.
I sit on the fence with strippers because I've seen this happen a lot. I have watched Instagram stories. I've heard stories. I have seen this unfold where, like, there's just this thing about
Nothing ever comes good of having a
No.
stripper. Nothing. Whether it's the bridal party or the groom party. Nothing good comes
and it's
from it.
like it's like this
From a naked person being there.
Yeah, and it's like a forbidden fruit. It's like these people. For one, when you're on your hen and stag, it's like people put out a rule of I'm gonna get the bride or I'm gonna get the groom, like I'm gonna make it my mission to, like, a bit of a game.
Yeah.
But then too, I feel like when there is a stripper involved, it's like last one for the road.
Yeah.
I
What the fuck is
personally
that?
didn't want to strip, and it wasn't to do with that because, quite frankly, I have got, like, I know that I would not do that. I didn't want one because I don't like men grinding on me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like,
I'd be
don't
sick.
touch me. Get your penis. Get it out my face.
You
And
know?
also, I didn't want my friends to waste that money to see me just sit there fuming.
I
But
just
I'm
said-
not going to be like, oh, I'm going to be fuming. Get him off me.
Get him away. Yeah, I'm not that kind of person either.
Ugh.
If I had a hen party and a stripper walked in, I'd be like, see ya. I'm going upstairs, or I'm going home.
Yeah.
I just, nothing good comes of it. Nothing
But
good
I
comes from
do
it.
think that is deep. I think the fact that you're saying that makes me feel a little bit
You've-
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You've kissed your stripper, got a bit up close and personal, basically partied with him after he's done his job, partied with him for a little bit, and then ended the night.
You've cheated.
Still, yeah, like,
I don't care if it's, and again, I don't like this thing where it's like okay for people to do this with strippers. You cheated on your fiance doesn't know.
yeah.
and he's gonna
I was just
marry
about
you.
to say that, and actually, you've just contradicted yourself because you said it's not that deep. Well, if it's not that deep, tell him.
Yeah, tell him.
Tell him it's not that deep.
Tell him and see what happens. And how would you feel if you found out that he'd been kissing a stripper
Imagine.
and getting up close and personal with a stripper? Some sexy stripper. Imagine him with the sexiest woman in the world, kissing her, touching her, enjoying being with her.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Do you know what I
I went
mean?
and seen the doctor because I had a spot on my penis and we had sex, but she was looking at my penis anyway.
Yeah,
do you know what I
That's
mean?
not. Yeah,
It was her job to touch it and look at
It was
it.
a- yeah.
so- no, it's not.
it was a
okay.
job to touch it and look at it, so they just put it in her mouth.
Yeah.
What the actual fuck?
One for the road, just because it's on the theme.
Oh no, not another cheater.
I caught one of the groomsmen cheating on his girlfriend at the wedding. Do I tell her she's one of my friends?
Yeah,
Yeah. fuck it.
Sorry. Yeah.
I would want to know. You would want to know.
Yeah.
We'd all want to know. And
Was
yeah,
she at the wedding too? She
can't-
must have been.
yeah.
They're friends.
Yeah, she must have been.
Jesus. Oh, she was definitely there.
Yeah, because if it was like court as well, it's like
Yeah.
it obviously was
And
in
it's
plain
her friend's
sight.
boyfriend. Why? Why would her friend's boyfriend be there and not the friend?
Yeah.
Oh, and
Tell her.
she was there.
Why do people do this? Why at weddings? It's scandalous.
What is it about the weddings?
The only exciting scandal that happened at my wedding was we all skinny dipped after. Yeah, there you have it, guys. We have some wedding scandals, and please keep sending them in because I think this has to be my favourite. And obviously, I've got a couple of friends that are engaged now, so we can see how theirs unravels and if they have any stories
timer.
for us. Oh, it's going up. On that note, like, comment,
Adios.
subscribe, tell a friend, but be here every Wednesday to watch the episode.